And Kinsey has decided she has a project she wants us to work on, which is getting her four-wheeler to work. So I'll let her show you.
There.
Yeah, there? Is that all you're going to say?
Well, it's right here.
Yep.
We need to clean the carburetor.
Yep, we
on
think
it.
it's got bad gas.
And this is still charging for a long time.
The battery's charging. I'm not sure if it's going to be any good or not. We're going to try to save it here. So we're going to get working on that. And I got to pull these axles apart.
The clip's not working.
Is the clip not working?
It's a wiggle.
Oh, no, that's how they are. They're just clipped on. So anyways, I'm going to also start working on these axles because Dan needs an axle shaft for the XJ. He's regearing it now this weekend. So start pulling these apart too. All right, to round out my Sunday afternoon and the mess that I've got, we're going to work on this. Well, we're not going to work on the mini Jeep. We're going to steal the battery from the mini Jeep and try to get the four-wheeler running. So let's see how we make out. So we'll see how we make out. I really need to put some time into this mini Jeep. It's like kind of close to being done. Grab a screwdriver. Somehow my screwdriver disappeared. Well, let's test this thing and see if we even have any voltage.
We've definitely found sketchy bridge that we've ever found. Too sketchy to cross. This is hey, Joel, jump on this sketchy bridge. Come on.
There's a world in which it would be okay, and that world just can't hear you.
Totally. Which pole of gears were off? Somebody had a bad day. Did you fall in the water? Just the boot? Just the boot, Karen. Just the boot. Okay. Have you seen this done before?
Well, I know we lost like that. I mean, it's going to be a little sketchy, but let's get to the bridge. And it's
10.6. So probably have a dead cell. Let's throw it on the charger, I guess, see what we can get it to come back to. I've got my plethora of battery chargers and maintainers around here. I don't even know if this one's going to fit, but let's see if we can get it working.
out this view. Reckon the way you can buy electric.
I've heard something about
Is there power? I'm assuming.
I would say it has packed in the mountain, up over the Turkey Range, it has a couple of sketchy roads and a massive trench, and then it heads up from there to the scary sketchy line. Alright, let's get a shot sheet. I love this.
Alright, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on with this. I think the switch is bad. And my reasoning for that
Yeah, I can't even speak.
is if I.
This right here, that's next. Yeah, it's sticking it, it's not stopping. Did anyone catch what elevation we were at up there?
I can check on my track. If it would have been 5 minutes later, we would have not have made it to the top. We would have been there.
What do we got now?
We got to a little lower, safer elevation. We're at an old mine site. Some cabin here and some mine and stuff. Take a look.
Alright, I got 12 volts there. So if I touch these two together, so I forgot to film the ending to that video. But here's what we found in the first part of this, what was wrong. The ignition switch that was here had failed. So I replaced it with a kill switch now. Turn it to on, it grounds the, I don't know, the kill line and shuts the four-wheeler off. Gets no spark to the spark plug, shuts it off. So you want to kill it, off. That switch, if you see there, cycles the ignition power. It also has a second kill switch here. But now we've got two. I just replaced that switch there. I'll tape all the wires up under here out of the way. And that's kind of what we got with that. It was running on ether at the very end of that. I suspected something was going on with the carburetor. So in the next video, we'll dive into that. All right, so we're getting back on the mini Jeep. Not the mini Jeep, sorry. The four-wheeler. Got some more snow blowing in. Apparently, we'll see. A lot of snow blowing in this weekend. So back on this, we verified that we have spark, and we, at the moment, have this sort of temporary panel wired in. So when we flip on our switch there, switch on, and it's trying to start. So what I think we have going on, pretty sure, because we verified we have spark, it kind of fires off of starter fluid, so air, compression, it's probably all good. I'm not going to get too technical with it. Obviously I can turn the choke on, but the gas is pretty raunchy in this thing, and the carburetor, I didn't really winterize it when I put it away, so I'm going to pull the carb off See where that gets us. Pretty sure if I clean that carb up and drain the fuel out of the tank, probably put some fresh gas in it, I can get this thing running. So that's what we're going to try. If really worse comes to worse, I have another carb on the mini Jeep to steal from it. But that was a new carb that I put on there. Really didn't want to have to buy another one. These things, they're not expensive, but there's also really nothing to them. So let's get a tripod set up and we'll get started on it. Okay, so you can see the carb in here. Oops. Get these 2 bolts off. Fuel line comes in up here. Once we get that fuel line off too, I'm going to try to drain that. And actually, this may have a new carb on it as well. I'm looking at this now. I might have put a new one on this already. So, pull this reed valve out here. Throw that off to the side. Yeah, I kind of think I replaced this carb once already too. Well, that might be a good thing, right? So let's grab a 10mm and zip these bolts out. See? The spacer's broken. Probably glue that back together. While we have that out. I can smell that gas already. It's terrible. Alright. Let's take this over here to the bench and clean this thing up. Got it here on our bench. Let's zip these 2 Phillips out. Pull the bowl off the bottom. See what we're looking with. I don't want to tear that seal, so we're going to be careful. I want to reuse all this. I don't want to have to buy a new carb. Okay, get all that off. Ooh, our floats look good. Jets look good. There's some gunk you can see in there. So let's pull these 2 jets out. We'll clean them. See where we're at. Yeah. We got some gunk in there. So let me grab some carb cleaner here. Mass airflow sensor cleaner. Same thing. Yeah, see, there's something stuck in there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but there's some gunk coming out of there. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So that jet's cleaned. We can put... Let's blow this port out here. Okay, that's good. Put that back. And then this one. Oh, that thing is plugged. Great. I need something thin to fish through there. Clean that out. Let's see what I can find here. Alright, I got these I don't know what you call these things. Does it say on here? They're gauges, basically. But that one right there should be the money. Maybe. I think we're pretty good on this now. Try to spray it in again. Got some gunk in there yet. I want to just get out. Alright, let's bolt this back up. Alright. Go over here and get this back on. I didn't have any super glue. Apparently I need to pick a tube of that up. But I had some RTV, so we're just going to use that to stick it together here to get on. It's really just a spacer plate. So put these bolts in here. And then we'll stick this on. Like that. Okay. Tighten these down. That work? Perfect. Okay. All right, let's go over here and drain the rest of the gas out of this thing. I think this is still good. Okay. Let's let that flush it. Let's go grab some more gas now. Some seafoam. Now let's hit it with a little bit of this fuel here. Some clean fuel. Alrighty. It's tied back in. That's what we got for gas. It's pretty gross. Pretty gross. Okay, so that's on. Now let's try it. tell you what, it is 8:30. Let's call it quits for tonight. We got a day or two till the snow comes in, and she really gets mad at me for not having it running. So we'll have it good by then. We'll call it quits for tonight. Hit it tomorrow and just make sure it's running then for. Alrighty. We're back at it. I got a whole bunch of parts and some metal and stuff for some other projects today, but I want to get this thing running. There's snow coming. Snow, ice, wind, I don't know, maybe 70-degree weather. Maybe I can open the pool. Probably not. It's going to probably be 7 degrees and 30 inches of snow. But we'll see. I don't know. You guys have the benefit. You're going to see this video after all this has happened. Wildly not prepared for the amount of snow that we're going to get. We'll see. Either way, I want to tune this thing. I want to get it running correctly. And I want to rip on it a little bit tonight. Then I'm going to work on cleaning up the shop. Got a whole bunch of projects going down here, and I want to get some of them sort of neatened up. So let's jump on this four-wheeler, see if we can get it tuned. Alright, so putting some air in these tires. Just do a 30 PSI there. I'm almost flat on the back. These guys are flat, but this is where I'm at. I got these switches hard mounted here, so we got a kill switch. That turns the ignition power on. There's a kill switch up here too. This is what we've got. A little gas here. Hang on. It's a little hard to film and do all this in one shot. Alright, there. Let's try that. So it's not running real happy, and I've been through trying to tune this thing. I don't know. I think it's about as good as I can get it for the snow for. I think it's going to need a new carburetor. That secondary jet, I just don't have a great feeling about. But kill switch works, which is good. So, I don't know. I'm a little frustrated. I know I put a new carb on this thing. I was looking, and the mini Jeep up here, I was going to just take the carb off of this. This one I did not replace the carburetor on. This is the original here, and it's different. So it's got a choke cable, which isn't a huge deal, but it's a choke cable. It's just a little bit different design, too. So, it is what it is. They're like $18 on Amazon, and the problem is, if I would have ordered one last weekend, I could have had one here, but I didn't, so I don't know. I was cleaning some stuff out of this Suzuki so I could see it. Look at that. You got floor pans now. They're ugly. Yep. I get the rest of the soft top out of here for the Jeep. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those days. So, I'm going to put some air in those tires and then just roll that thing out of the way for right now. So that's about all I can do with it. Hopefully, when it snows, she can have enough fun with it so I don't have to hear about it. Yeah, so that'll be it for this one. I'll probably do a new video when the carburetor comes in. Later, guys. Ooh, I think we have something cool that showed up. Let's go check it out. I was just up there ordering some parts for the JK. Still not back together. But this showed up earlier. Yeah. Look at that. So, this will make Kinsey happy. we already got the snow, and she's terrified of this thing because of how the throttle works. So, if I can get a new carb on it, I can probably get her to ride this thing. And she is going stir crazy and driving my wife insane. So that would be fantastic. So, let's look at what we got here first. A new air filter. Some fancy red fuel line, which we probably need. A Chinese carb full of Chinesium. Perfect. That'll want to be absolutely wonderful. I have a trick for putting these on. Not really a trick, but we'll go ahead and get this on here then. And then it came with a new intake elbow, velocity elbow. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's even the right... It didn't come with a spacer, though. See, like that one right there. Yeah, that is the same. That has a spacer on it there, see? And I reused it. But, I don't really know if you need to or not. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, maybe we'll take the spacer off. But, either way, that's where we're at. So, let's yank that guy out of there. Clamp off the fuel line and get all that replaced. That fuel line comes from right here, too. Look at that. So we'll change that out to the other one. Get all this messy work done and then try to get this carb on real quick. So what I'm going to do is clamp this fuel line off right up here above the filter with this guy here. I'm not really going to worry about replacing that right now. Yeah, we barely drive this thing. Much less put fuel in it that I'm worried about protecting it from. Pull that fuel line off there. Let's stuff that out of the way so it doesn't leak everywhere. Okay, and then we got some 10 millimeters we're gonna zip out. Oh, you know what? Let's work smarter here, not harder, right? A little light there. Let's scrap the seat off of here too. Oops. Hitting my microphone. Alright, and this air filter will pull right off of here. It's like a little PCV vent. I'm sure you don't need that. Oh, this one doesn't even have it. Oops. They're the same size. So let's just roll with the nicer one, I think. Where does this even go? It goes... Oh yeah, that goes back into the crankcase. So, let's just stick this up here for now. Out of the way. We'll probably just cap that off. Put this back on then when we do it. Is that going to fit on there with that clamp? Well, we'll see. That might not even end up... Is this carb bigger that I got? They send you a freaking air filter kit and it doesn't even fit. You know, Chinese freaking products, it's just, it's crazy. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it's not even the right size for the carb that they're selling you. Whatever. Crazy. I'm not even going to get worked up about it. It'll just piss me off. We'll keep it as a spare part in the parts bin, because that's what I need is more junk laying around. So... I'm not gonna use half of these parts, I don't think. that came with this. It came with a new spark plug and stuff, which, based on where we're at with the kit, probably isn't even gonna be the right spark plug. That came with some clamps, though. Oh, you know what? It did come with that plastic spacer that I was saying about. So, let me pull that off of here. Good, because we broke that other one the last time. So I'm going to grab these parts too. I'm going to go grab a 10mm wrench, ratchet, and yeah, we'll get this done. So undo these two 10mm. And then we'll pull this needle valve out of here. Like that. Pull the whole thing out. Perfect. Take this off of here. What's that going to? Oh, I can't see that side. Alright, let's pull this off of there. Yeah, that's where we broke it, see? Broken. It's terrible. There. Alright, get that off there. Let's see here. What's... Oh. Okay. And then, for some reason I had a... I don't know, I had a screw jammed in the bottom of that for some reason. Maybe it was leaking gas and it was annoying me. That seems safe. I don't know why I would have done that, but I did. Okay. Now we can put this... Pull this valve out of here. Okay. Alright. Let's go in here. With the new carb. Feed that guy over there. I can tell you that this is a much better kit than I bought the last time I did this job. The last time it just came with the carburetor. It was a pile of junk carb. Lasted, I don't know, a year. The ignition switch died on this thing. And my daughter was too little to drive it, like 2 years ago when that happened. Because it's a 125 and it's a little zippy for what would have been a 6 or 7 year old when it died. So I really didn't worry about it then. I left it just kind of sit. Oops. See, you guys are watching me screw up from your angle. Here I am going to town trying to tighten it. I'm not even in the right hole. Oh, jeez. Tighten this side down now. Alrighty. Perfect. And tighten this all the way down. Perfect. Now, go in here. Get our needle valve in. Nope. I did something wrong. What did we do wrong there? What is the... That should be the same design, right? It's the same design. Yeah, it's absolutely the same design. Perfect. Just gotta feed it in right, you know. Okay, now we screw our top on. Come on. What am I doing? Is that a seal? It's a gasket. I'm getting caught up in there. Come on now. Okay, put that on. All the way down on there. Come on. Keep talking to yourself like you're doing something with this. Okay. There we go. Now that ring screws down on there. If I can get it on. Come on. Man. It's so close. Perfect. Sometimes getting that stuff to line up like that is just miserable. Perfect. Alright, that's on there. So our throttle work. Throttle works. Our bolts are tight. Alright. Let's come over to that side. Let's get a clamp on the fuel line. And get the air filter on. And see if we can get this thing running. Oh my. Making more old guy noises as I get up. This crazy cold weather has me just feeling like crap. I don't know. We got that on there, kinda. This guy can go down here and clamp. Now, pull this little. Oh man. Little rubber boot off of there yet. You know, we're in that miserable part of PA winters too. It usually only gets cold for like where we're at here. We're kind of southern Pennsylvania. And I know I'm complaining at the cold. But I halfway work outside all day. And I really do despise it right now. You know, it usually only gets cold around here for, you know, a couple days really where it gets cold like this, you know, into the zeros or negatives. We don't, now we're going on like almost 2 weeks of really freaking cold weather. Kind of miserably cold. It's sort of annoying. I don't know. I went to go get pellets today. Royal King and Tractor Supply are both sold out. Like, I mean, really? Alright, let's throw the choke on. Man, that choke feels horrible. Alright, I got the choke on. That kill switch is on. Or off, whatever. Ooh. I got smoke. Huh. Let's take the choke off. Well, look at that. Look at that, guys. She's running. All that. And we got her. Let's take her for a quick rip. See how it does. After we let it warm up, obviously. You know, you don't want to let her all cold. I may end up actually, what time is it? My neighbors might not appreciate that. Yeah. Let's see, 8:13. Let's rip on it tomorrow night. I'll get that on the end part of this video. Yep, turn the switch on.
Which one?
This one right here. Turn that on. Okay. I've already got that on. Give it a little gas. Oop, hang on. Let's give it the choke. Okay, ready? Don't give it so much gas. Okay, hang on. Ready? Nope, don't give it any gas yet. Okay, a little bit, a little bit.
Turned off again.
Don't touch it, don't touch it. Let it warm up for a second.
And then you can put it up in the back. Is it in drive?
Nope, you gotta put it in drive. I'll take the e-brake off.
Huh?
Take the brake off. Now give it gas. Oh.
He's stalling.
I know. Put your foot on the brake. Okay. Okay, go. Oh.
Oh my god.
Foot on the brake. Hold that.
Oh, what?
Oh. Neutral. Foot on the brake. Hit the starter button. Foot on the brake. Starter. First gear. No. Yeah. Oh. So when it starts to go, get into the gas a little bit. You don't have to floor it. Foot on the brake.
It's on.
Starter. First gear. Give it a little bit of gas till it starts to go. Perfect. Watch out for cars.